what's his name, Awolowo, Anthony Nyaholu, the highest they ever had was that they were lawyers. You can't find engineers among them. You can't find any scientists amongst them. You can't. All you have are those who studied English, who studied art, who studied literature, or who studied law. That's one problem that Europe created for us. Another problem that Europe created, which I think that they need to help us solve, is very simple. In other parts of the world, you find this interplay and connection between nations, especially between former colonial territories and their former colonial masters. That connection is there, and there's transfer of technology. So you can hardly tell the difference, for instance, between one country and another country. But that's not the case here that we have with Europe. In our relationship with Europe is such that Europe just feel that anything they want from us, they can get it at any time, and that we are at their mercy. No. So what Europe can do is to create a network for us. That network makes it easier, as it were, for us to get cultural ideas from them, and they also get from us. We are not saying that our cultural ideas are inferior, but there are certain things that Europe can afford us and help us to develop. One is through technological transfer. Let them teach us, because at the moment we are not there technologically. Whatever you think that Innocy is doing and others, we are just assembling plants. What we need is real technical education, and we must develop that. In fact, if we have a technical education and we really set up a car factory in Nigeria, if we have 2 car factories in Nigeria, employment problem in that part of the country will be fully solved. Because in car factory, there are those who will supply engines and all the engine parts, those who will supply tire and all the tire parts, those who will supply tubes and those who will supply rims, the electricals, and of course, you can be certain that within that area where that factory is established, there will be a lot of industrial activity taking place, and of course, rapid urbanization. And naturally, people will grow, and there will be interest in development. Until that is done, people will look for opportunity for expression. Every man wants self-expression, and Nigeria and most African countries don't give you that room for self-expression, and so you are caged. And so people want to be free. One reason people want to travel abroad outside of money is the freedom for expression. Not expression as to gay and lesbian stuff. No, that is inhuman in my opinion. But in terms of expression of your capacity to do what you want to do without any inhibition or limitation. Just like we find manifesting in Europe, So that can be done. I give you a typical example. One way Europe can help Africans stay in Africa is, in a way, come and invest in our football league, and let our football league be as big as the European Football League, and see if Nigerians will go abroad. You don't find Egyptians running abroad. You can count them, only a few like Mohamed Salah and others in England. The rest of them are in Egypt. Al Ahly, they are there, they are playing, they are paid as much as they will pay them in Europe. So why would they go to Europe? In fact, it is Europeans and Nigerian players who want to go to Egyptian league to go and play, because it is developed. That's one thing the Arab world is doing for the North African countries. That's why you will find out that when you want to discuss about Africa, you discuss 2 Africans. You have the North Africa and the Sub-Saharan Africa. The Sub-Saharan Africa is where poverty resides. It's where people are trying. The Libyans, who are very close to Spain, do you see them running away to Spain until, if not because of the Arab spree and the revolution taking place there and the war in Syria? No Arab man wants to leave his country, because everything they need, Saudi Arabia has provided for them, and all the other countries, big Arab world, they have helped them to succeed. Europe should help Africa to succeed and not give us AIDS that is synonymous to HIV. They shouldn't give us grants that we can never pay, and they keep making us acquire debt in the name of support. I give you this sociological reality. One problem Europe is creating for us is that they are creating our indebtedness. Before Buhari took over, or just before Jonathan's time, we were not owing Europe any money again. And after some time, the Paris Club and the London Club, we started now. So much so now that in less than 1 year, our debt increased by 3.3 trillion naira. So we owe much more than we were owing when Obasanjo thought that we were drowning. How did that come about? Europe didn't give us the money. In the name of aids and grants, they don't. I wrote a paper on challenges of aids and grants, the way out of it. And the problem I discovered with the aids Europe give us is that They manufacture anything they like, and then they come out on CNN and BBC and say they want to give aid to African country, and then they ship those things to us, and automatically we are made to pay for them. That's what they call AIDS. So there's this malaria vaccine now that they are making in the name of AIDS to roll out malaria from Africa. You would think that they are providing it for free. No, it's going to cost Africa millions or billions of dollars, which they will eventually use to create more problem for us in terms of indebtedness that we must be servicing every month and every year. So when you hear that Europe is helping Africa, just know that they are doing business. Actually, they are putting their investment into some things they don't need. They ship them to Africa and they make us pay for them.
For the billion of euros that they've contributed, I mean, I don't know the exact figure now, but I'm aware that the figure they are sending to Africa for the management of migration is increasing year to year.
Who are they giving the money to? That's the question you ask yourself. Because some of us in this part of the world who are actually doing this work on migration, when you even write for grants, they tell you the grants, they tell you what the grant, they specify the research you should do. You can't know our problem more than us. We know the problem. Give us money to do the research to solve this problem. But you will see